President Biden's newly detailed vaccine mandate already facing strong but expected pushback from Republicans across the U.S. Some governors saying that they're preparing lawsuits to fight this mandate. Allison Harris live at the White House with more on the GOP response to President Biden saying that there is a new deadline in January to get all employees at businesses, is it with 100 members of staff or more, to get the vaccine?
You know what you're talking about, Adrian. Businesses have until after the holidays. Can't believe we're already looking to the holidays. That deadline being January 4th to implement President Biden's vaccine mandate for big businesses. As you mentioned, that is defined as businesses with 100 or more employees. This impacts most of the American workforce, about 2/3 of the workforce. It's 84 million workers. About 31 million of them are believed to be unvaccinated. Now, employees do have the option to test out. They can provide a negative test every week starting the week of January 4th. Employers do not have to be the one paying for those tests. They can choose to pass those costs off to the employee. Penalties for companies that don't comply with this new mandate are up to more than $13,000 per serious violation. Now, Republican Governor Ron DeSantis, he announced that Florida is filing a lawsuit against this vaccine mandate for businesses. DeSantis saying that people should be able to make informed choices about their own health care. They should not be coerced, as he says, into getting these shots. President Biden announced this requirement for workers 2 months ago, saying that his patience is wearing thin and more drastic measures have to be taken here. And yesterday on Capitol Hill, Senate Republicans talked about they want to force a vote to block this vaccine mandate. This could be one of those other issues that are talked about during the upcoming 2022 midterms. Adrian.
And I think a lot of people, Allison, if you don't mind me just talking to you about this a little bit, are interested in the fact that this is going to be very, very difficult to track which companies are indeed actually complying with this mandate. And the other thing is that this has to be, in large part, a preventative measure because deaths and hospitalizations are certainly far lower than they've ever been.
That's true, Adrian. I actually was reading this morning in Europe and in China, they're seeing an increase of cases. So it's kind of interesting to see the pandemic continuing there. It makes me wonder if we'll see another wave. But you're absolutely right. The cases are down, hospitalizations are down, deaths are down. And that big news this morning from Pfizer, the CEO saying that this is a game changer, paired with vaccines now for younger children, booster shots for adults. So the pandemic is certainly changing here in the U.S. And yet this vaccine mandate is going to go into effect at the beginning of next year.
The president certainly holding true to his steadfast attempts to make sure that at least 70% of the U.S. is fully vaccinated. Allison Harris, thank you so much. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to click on the red subscribe button below so you can get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.